What's going on, guys? Oh, it's been quite the journey with this bike. So if you guys remember in the last video, I was talking about I couldn't get spark. Oh my gosh, it's been weeks trying to get spark on this, weeks and weeks, and I had it narrowed down to it had to be the CDI. Well, I'm glad that I didn't order a CDI because you can't find these CDIs anyway for this bike. So I narrowed it down. I finally figured out what it was. Let me show you. It was a safety feature. Let me go over this side. It's called the change. It's over there. That switch over there. Lighting's not too good up here. Yeah, this thing right here. It's called the change switch. What that is, if you're hold on one sec. If your bike ain't in neutral, it won't start. So I followed that wire back, and it goes into this thing. This thing called the change relay. It's called this thing right here. This box. It's called the change relay, and right here is the plugs where that would plug into. And I got them taped up. But here's the two wires that came out of that change switch and ran into this change relay. So I just unplugged that, and what do you know? I have spark. I unplugged that whole mechanism and I have spark. So once I got it started, had more problems. There was a loud ticking, tapping noise that I couldn't figure out. So I took the valve cover off, readjusted the valves, put it back together. The valves were perfect, and still tapping, ticking. So I looked in the manual, the shop manual for this bike, and it says you got to rotate the flywheel. After you adjust the one valve, you got to rotate the flywheel, counterclockwise a whole turn, and then you got to readjust the other piston, the other valve, the other valves on the other side. So that was my problem. I did that properly, and it sounds beautiful. So I guess it's still running lean and stuff, so I'll fire it up for you, let you hear it. Yeah, but got to get all that figured out. Anyway, thought I'd give you guys that update. Till next time, see ya.